Hello, 10th graders, and welcome to your third worksheet, third final and final worksheet answer video. Okay, it is in the theme of natural disasters and it's about volcanoes. It's called Natural Impact. Okay, it started with defining what a volcano is. Of course, if you were to be asked what pattern of organization the author used in paragraph one, at the beginning of paragraph one, you would say the pattern is one of definition where the author is defining the term or the concept of a volcano. Okay, and then the author goes on to give us more detailed explanations about what a volcano is in paragraph one. Paragraph two, because of their intense heat, lava flows cause the flow of lava causes great fire hazards. Lava flows destroy everything in their path, but most move slowly enough that people can move out of the way. We have recently, in the past week, we have seen a volcano explode, and we have seen how the pictures, awesome pictures, were taken by drones. They were so close to the lava, to the path of the lava, almost touching it, and it was possible for scientists to take those awesome images and even videos of the flowing lava. Paragraph three, fresh volcanic ash. Again, one major effect of volcanic eruptions. First of all, the lava, of course, then the volcanic ash made of pulverized rock. Pulverized means totally crushed. Can be acidic, gassy, and odorous meaning having a strong smell. While not immediately dangerous to most adults, the acidic gas and ash can cause lung damage to small infants, to older adults, and to those suffering from severe respiratory illnesses. Volcanic ash can also damage machinery, of course, including engines and electrical equipment. Ash accumulations mixed with water become heavy and can collapse roofs. Volcanic ash can affect people hundreds of miles from the cone volcano. Now, volcanic explosions that are directed sideways are known as lateral blasts. Of course, the word lateral means side. Um, they can shoot large pieces of rock at very high speeds for several miles. This is why it's very dangerous to be close to a volcano. They kill on impact. Volcanic eruptions can also be accompanied by other natural hazards, including earthquakes. The earth would tremble, mud flows, flash floods, rock falls, landslides, acid rain, fire, and under special conditions, tsunami. If the volcano is near a water body, near the sea, near the ocean, chances are a huge wave or huge waves will be displaced from the sea or ocean and move inland. Volcanoes spew hot, dangerous gases, ash, lava, and rock. They are powerful. People have died from volcanic blasts, of course. The most common cause of death of volcano is suffocation. Suffocation, you're totally uh, strangled from the odors. Volcanic eruptions can result in additional threats, such as we said, contamination, floods, contamination of drinking water, wildfires, definitely from the lava. If the lava is spewed towards a nearby forest, that's it, a wildfire starts. In addition to the infectious diseases, respiratory illnesses, burns, injuries from falls, vehicle accidents, of course, hazy conditions, etc. When warnings are regarded or respected by people, the chances of adverse health effects from a volcanic eruption are very low. The good thing about a volcanic eruption is that scientists know beforehand. Of course, scientists that are monitoring the volcanic area, because volcanoes are known, active volcanoes are known. When the earth starts trembling, they would warn people beforehand, sometimes before 24 hours, 48 hours or more, to move from the area. Okay, the author then goes on to give the different hazardous effects. Okay, and then in paragraph 9, although volcanic gases usually blow away rapidly, it is possible that people who are close to the volcano or are in the low-lying areas may be exposed to different health risks. At low levels, gases can irritate the eyes, nose, and throat. At higher levels, gases can cause rapid breathing, headaches, and swelling and suffocation, of course. Finally, in the conclusion, during volcanic eruptions, you should take precautionary measures, follow the evacuation order issued by authorities, by the local government, and evacuate immediately. Evacuate means leave an area because of an imminent disaster. And from the volcano area to avoid flying debris, flying matter, and lava. If you are unable to evacuate and in order to protect yourself from falling ash, remain indoors with windows, doors, and ventilation closed until the ash settles. Of course, you notice this is a cause effect article. It's talking about the effects of a volcano and how people can avoid those dangerous effects. Okay, now let's move on to the questions based on paragraph 1. How does the eruption happen? The author goes to explain how it happens. Um, Rocks are pushed out, lava, flying rocks, laterally, vertically, so people need to pay attention. Paragraph 2, what is the main idea of paragraph 6? Main idea of paragraph 6, volcanoes spew hot, dangerous gases, ash, lava, and rock that are powerful. The main idea, the author then goes on to talk about the different effects of the volcano. So the main idea of paragraph 6 is the hazardous effects that are caused by volcanoes. Number 3, based on paragraph 7, what conclusion can be drawn about volcanic ash? Going back to paragraph 7, we noticed that the author talked about how this ash could cause eye irritation, people who have allergies, it will feel unpleasant. Okay, it could cause respiratory disease called silicosis. Infants and elderly people may suffer most from this because they are vulnerable groups. Okay, moving back, which choice best completes? Let me just clear my screen. Which choice best completes the following sentence? Based on paragraph 4, it can be inferred that lateral blasts are volcanic explosions. Lateral blasts are powerful and dangerous. Large pieces of rock cause lateral blasts. Volcanic explosions cause lateral blasts. Okay, the most plausible answer when you go back to that paragraph is obviously, let me just annotate, um, lateral blasts are powerful and dangerous. Okay, when you are asked such questions, please go back to the paragraph, read it thoroughly. You have time. Okay, you have 2 hours, so this is good enough. Refer to paragraphs 2, 3, 7, and 9. The good thing is that you were given the paragraphs, then complete the table below. Lava flows. What does lava flow? Of course, it burns everything in its path. It could be dangerous. The effect, silicosis disease. What was the author talking about when he mentioned silicosis disease? Of course, he was talking about the ash, which causes irritation. And then in the elderly and young people, it causes silicosis disease. Eye, nose, and throat irritation also. When you go back to the paragraphs, it is caused by the ash that is spewed, the smoke. Acidic gas and ash, of course, those are also equally dangerous. They cause respiratory diseases, they cause eye irritation and other dangerous diseases. Okay. Moving on to part C, how can you best describe the writer's tone in paragraph 10? Let's go back to paragraph 10. The author here is basically giving ways which you can evacuate, which you can be safe in case of a volcano. So obviously the author's tone here is advising, mostly advising. How? Okay, I need to show. Okay, show how the author is advising. He says, follow the evacuation order issued by authorities and evacuate immediately. If you are unable to evacuate in order to protect yourself from falling ash, remain indoors. All of these mean that the author Stone is advising. Okay, this is one of the most common tones you will get. Number two, what is the thematic relationship between paragraphs 7 and 8? By going to paragraph 7 and 8, okay. In paragraph 7, what's the author talking about? Volcanic ash is gritty, abrasive, sometimes corrosive, and always unpleasant. Um, he describes it, he talks about its composition, and then in paragraph 8, most gases from a volcano quickly blow away. However, heavy gases such as carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide can collect in low-lying areas. The most common volcanic gas is water vapor. Okay, the author started by talking about ash, its characteristics, its composition, and moves on in paragraph 8 to talk more about the different gases that volcanoes give away. So, obviously, the pattern of organization here is one of idea, addition, and support. The author is giving more ideas to describe what happens during volcanoes. What two types of audience might be interested in reading this selection? Okay, volcanologists, first of all, people who study volcanoes, people who live near active volcanoes, like, for example, in Iceland, in parts of Africa, people who are interested in natural disasters. Many people like to read about natural disasters, how they occur, and their effects. So, those are three. You choose any two and you tell me why they would be interested. Of course, people who live near volcanic areas would be interested in order to know what what to expect, in order to know what to do in case a disaster happens, how to evacuate. For what is the writer's purpose in writing the selection? Obviously, this is an expository, this is an informative cause effect essay um, about what happens during a volcano, the effects of volcanic eruptions, because the author is giving information about volcanic eruptions and their dangerous effects, and then methods to avoid being harmed during those eruptions. Um, Again, a summary question. I gave you a poor version of paragraph 3. The poor version is fresh volcanic ash made of pulverized rock is not immediately dangerous, but it affects people hundreds of miles away. We need to go back to paragraph 3 and write a better version for this paragraph. Let's read it together. Fresh volcanic ash made of pulverized rock can be acidic, gassy, and odorous. While not immediately dangerous to most adults, the acidic gas and ash can cause lung damage to small infants, to older adults, and to those suffering from severe respiratory illnesses. Volcanic ash can also damage machinery, including engines and electric equipment. Ash accumulations mixed with water become heavy and can collapse roofs. Volcanic ash can affect people hundreds of miles away from the cone of the volcano. So here the author is basically giving effects of volcanic ash on people and on materials. Okay, people, we said all elderly people and the young, and then he talked about the different equipment that could be damaged, like machinery, engines, and others. Okay, so in paragraph 3, the author is giving different dangerous effects of volcanic ash on people and on equipment. This is a one sentence summary. In a summary, of course, we need to take only the main idea and drop the details. Part E, find words in the indicated paragraphs that most nearly have the following meanings. Openings, go back to paragraph 1. Okay, where do we see the word openings? Okay, let's start reading. A volcano is a mountain that opens downward to a reservoir of molten rock below the surface of the earth. Unlike most mountains, which are pushed up from below, volcanoes are vents. A vent is an opening where something goes out. You have an AC vent, an earth vent. Okay, when you vent something, you make an opening for it, okay, so that the pressure decreases. So openings are vents. Next word, threats. Threats, of course, in paragraph 2, we know threats are dangers. Let's see the word in paragraph 2, hazards. Okay, because of their intense heat, lava flows cause great fire hazards. So, threats, the synonym is hazards. Of course, we know that threats are also dangers. Number 3, to break and fall apart. Let's go to paragraph 3. Fresh volcanic ash made of pulverized rock, pulverized, broken and broken and fallen apart, pulverized. Okay. And finally, to flow out fast, paragraph 6, volcanoes spew hot, dangerous gases. Spew. Okay. This is the word for it. Okay, so this is it for your final revision worksheet. Please go through those. Please work very carefully on the skills. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Take care and see you soon. Bye.